Hello, it's a Thursday and it's 14:21 according to the clock on the car. Why have I began the blog at 2 o'clock in the afternoon? Well, I'll just negotiate this roundabout first. Well, I might as well speak while I'm waiting. Here we go. Got up quite late because I fell asleep watching TV last night. I think I went to bed about 1 p.m-ish. Might have been 2 p.m-ish for all I know. Anyway, because of that, I had a bit of a sleep in. So the day began quite late, I think around 10ish. Got up, transferred files, had beans on toast. I was watching my latest vlog. But not all of it, only until I finished the breakfast. At which point, excuse me, at which point, and all the files had been transferred, I got cracking on the edit. And I began about 11:30. So I said to myself, right, you've just started editing at 11:30, give yourself 2 hours and go for a drive. Or if you happen to export, go for a drive after that. However, I asked Google Keep to remind me at 1:30 to say, well, basically remind me, because I put it on the Google Keep on my to-do list for today. I think I came out too far there. So, but it didn't go off. Oh sure, it appeared on the home screen of my phone. That's because I was episode of Flesh and Blood, and I want to see the third episode again as well. So I've got a bit off topic there. Not really, it was sort of a tenuous link to kebab, and that I've got no shopping to get today as part of the post editing, end of part 1 editing. So in fact, before I left the house, I thought to myself, let's see how many files I've got through. There's 46 clips in today's vlog, and I got round to 20, and one of them was a monologue that lasted over 20 minutes, which I wasn't too embarrassed about, because it kind of kept a topic, didn't stray. I say that, but I think I did stray once and I was quite conscious of it. Anyway, 20 clips in, I thought, well, it's not even halfway, but it is 2 hours. 2 hours is up. So that's it. I stopped editing and here I am in the car. But between, you may have noticed the cross key. It's funny because yeah. You may have noticed the cross key. Funny thing is, just came off a roundabout and up a hill, so it was a double whammy for me. That cross key, of course, if you've been watching all the vlogs, is for the electric cupboard. I had an email reminder from the service provider to submit a reading, so I thought, I also put that as on my to-do list on the Google Keep. But as I was going for the can opener this morning, I thought, oh, I might as well take the key and stick it somewhere prominent. Oh, it's hot now. Whew. Despite the sunny weather, it is very cold out. Which brings back to the electric cupboard. So I grabbed the key, left the flat, and I thought this time I won't take a picture of the meter and then submit the reading when I get back home. I thought, why don't I do it there and then? I've got the email, I just click on the link, it takes me to the submission screen. I've got the cupboard open, I'm looking at the readings, so I submit it there and then, which I did. It's all done, so I'm out the way now. But it was very cold. I did ask Google if I needed a coat, she said no. I asked Google if it's going to rain, she said no. So 1 out of 2 ain't bad, because it is cold, very cold. Colder than usual. This is real winter weather now. And I did hear somewhere, I was watching the news yesterday, the local news, and the presenter was talking to the weather person, saying, is it true snow is on its way? And she said yes and no. parked in the bus stop, which means I can't pass with oncoming traffic. I can now. The more I talk about something else, the more I'm going off subject and I'm forgetting what it was. Yeah, the weather girl. I try so hard. What's the walkout in the road? You have to wait for the car. Right, so the presenter asked the weather person, who happens to be a girl, happens to be a woman, sorry. Such an old dinosaur. And he said, well, I'll just repeat the question. Is there going to be snow coming soon? And the answer was, as you heard, yes and no. Yes, the whole country is going to be hit by snow, but the one part of the country that might miss it is our region, the southeast meridian. So there is snow on the way, and there might be flurries, perhaps tonight. I did look at the forecast earlier, and I didn't pay much attention to the graphics, but I'm sure one of them was snow, but don't hold me to it. And there we are, the final episode of Flesh and Blood tonight. I'm hoping to have a kebab with it. I'm not going to eat this afternoon. I've edited 20 clips out of 46, so I'm going for my drive. I was going to stop then on the hill. So that's it, go for the drive, come back. I've got some petrol as well. You may have heard the beep yesterday. And that's pretty much it, up to date. So the plan now is to edit for 1 hour, take a break, have something light like marmalade on toast, go back to the edit, until about 8 p.m. where I'm going to go to the takeaway, get a kebab, come back and have it, watching the last episode of Flesh and Blood. So now the edit. Tales of the Unexpected is on. It's starring or guest starring Eli Wallach, one of my favourites. Anyway, I set the alarm for 4:20. It's now 4:45, I believe. Yep. So, been in the kitchen for about 25 minutes making marmalade on toast. I was also closing down the computer. Anyway, I'm going to have this light snack, and once it's finished, I'm going to watch. I'm ahead of myself. I did start watching my video earlier, so I'll carry on watching that. And again, when this is finished, I'll get back to the laptop. I think I'm near the end. It feels like I'm near the end. I'm at the 10 p.m. mark of yesterday. So I'm obviously coming to the end. So they're kicking off the export pretty soon. And then I can watch more programs. And then at 8 o'clock, I'll jump in the car and head for the kebab shop. So it's all exciting stuff. Well, I've had the marmalade on toast and coffee, and I watched the rest of my recently uploaded video, the second part. The first part I watched earlier, and then I stopped to start editing. I was going to stop again to go back to the edit, then I thought I've only got 7 minutes left of the video, so I might as well watch it. And that's what I did. Then after that, turned off the telly, got myself a pint of water, which I will no doubt need later because of all the chili sauce and chili peppers that I might get with the kebab. So, the time now is an hour later, 5:25. Right, so now I'm going to finish off this edit. I suppose I've got 2.5 hours before I depart. Yeah. I haven't mentioned that Death in Paradise, which I'll probably watch before bedtime. That's the custom. And if the panel is interested enough, then I might give Question Time a go as well. But for now, as I say, at 5:26, I'm going to continue with yesterday's edit. With the edit of yesterday's video vlog. It's just gone 6:30 and the export has began. There's an instant ETA with DaVinci, and so far it's upwards of 5 hours. But I'm using I've got a custom setting called Stevens SDR, which consists of the 8000 kbs, kilobytes per second. Also a high profile setting and full data levels, technical stuff, but I've seen it in other YouTube videos, tutorials. So yep, the export's kicked off at 6:30. I've got 1.5 hours before I leave the house. So I'm going to leave Hidden. I'm trying to get out of Hidden, but I'm going to watch last night's episode 3 of Flesh and Blood, in readiness for episode 4. That starts at 9 today, the final episode. And as there's no Flesh and Blood tomorrow, Friday, that's probably the best time to watch Hidden. So I'm going to leave this plugged in. The internet's off. The power supply's plugged in. It's on 8000. I'm pretty confident it's going to work. I'm not going to watch it unless I only watch it if it fails previously. So I'm going to let this do its business. So 18 and 5 is 23. Oh, so we're looking at a midnight completion. I think it goes up and then it goes down, so it could be just, although it's 5.5 hours at the moment, it could be just 5 hours. So 11:30 it could be ready for upload, and then it's going to take 2 hours to upload and process. So it's the early hours again of Friday morning. Right, so I'm going to let it, as I said, I'm going to leave it alone now. I'm beginning to think it's starting to affect my speech now. I need to distance myself away from this little screen and crash down on the sofa there. 10:37, and I saw the final episode of Flesh and Blood, and oh, have they left it open for another series? There's about 3 things happening that needs to be addressed in the next series, but I won't say what. You'll have to watch it. And I had the kebab as well, which was enjoyable. I've got an aftertaste of red cabbage, I think. I forgot to have a cup of coffee with it. I usually have a coffee with the spicy food. So now I might have a coffee maybe in an hour's time or so. In half an hour the export should be finished. So just after 11 o'clock it should be ready for upload. So I'm not sure if I'm going to watch this. Judging by the panel so far, it doesn't look very appealing. I don't know any of the ones on the panel except for him, not her. There's a bloke with a goatee, he looks familiar. So I won't be watching Question Time. I'll be watching Death in Paradise. Hours 34 it took to complete, and it's 11:15 on the dot. So let's do a quick scrub. It looks okay. I scrubbed through it. I've uploaded it, or it's uploading now actually. 30% complete, 18 minutes remaining. So by I think at 12:15 it should be ready, should be uploaded and processed. And because it's nearly 11:30, I think it's time to close today's vlog. But before I do, I just want to say thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I filmed it all, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. And until then, au revoir.